Look at the person sitting across from you. Notice their eyes. More specifically, the bright white background surrounding the iris. The sclera. Now look at literally every other primate on planet Earth. Chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans. Dark eyes. No white. No contrast. Their gaze blends straight into their face. Humans are unusual among primates for having bright, high-contrast, exposed sclera. To an evolutionary biologist, that's not a cute aesthetic quirk. It's a biological disaster. In the wild, advertisement is death. A predator with dark eyes can hide exactly where it's looking, right up until it strikes. A prey animal with a flash of white sclera gives away its exact position to every predator within 50 yards. At some point, our ancestors abandoned the ultimate camouflage. We painted target signs directly onto our own faces. Why would nature force us to broadcast our exact gaze to every predator in the forest? To understand this, we go back 2 million years. East African savanna. A hunting party tracking a wildebeest through the tall grass. To your left, a rustle. A crouching saber-toothed cat. You spot it. You freeze. You can't yell. That'll trigger the cat to pounce or send the wildebeest sprinting. So you glance sideways at your partner, trying to signal danger with just your eyes. But your eyes are dark, brown on brown. Your partner sees your face, but has no idea where you're looking. He thinks you're staring at a bird. He steps forward. Congratulations. Your dark, stealthy, gorilla-like eyes just got your best hunter eaten. That was the fundamental limit of early human life. Without visual clarity, silent communication was nearly impossible. In the early 2000s, evolutionary anthropologists proposed an idea now known as the Cooperative Eye Hypothesis. The theory, as human ancestors shifted from competing against each other to cooperating with each other, our visual biology transformed right along with it. Most primates live in hierarchy-driven, competitive groups. If a subordinate chimp spots ripe fruit, he looks away, fast. If the alpha sees him staring, the alpha just walks over and takes it. In a competitive world, dark eyes are a poker face. They keep your intentions secret. Humans took the opposite gamble. Total transparency. Try it yourself. Keep your head dead straight. Now move just your eyes to the left. Anyone in the room instantly knows where your attention is, without your head moving a single degree. Try that with a chimpanzee. It's much harder to tell where they're looking unless the head turns. Eye tracking studies back this up. When a human baby sees an adult turn their head with eyes closed, the baby ignores it. But if the adult's head stays perfectly still and only the eyes shift, the baby follows instantly. Chimpanzees rely much more heavily on head direction than humans when following gaze. Human infants, before they can speak a single word, are already wired to read the white of the human eye. It's our very first language. So if white eyes let us coordinate and hunt in silence, why didn't every animal evolve them? Because transparency has a terrifying downside. You spent all day gathering berries. You secretly hid the best stash behind a rock, to eat later alone. You sit by the fire. Someone mentions food. Instantly, involuntarily, your eyes dart toward the tree line where your stash is hidden. Because your sclera is bright white, everyone sees the flick. Your rival smiles. Your secret is gone. Exposed white sclera made human gaze easier to read, including the attention and intentions people were trying to hide. Every time you get nervous, glance at someone you like. Check out a threat. Try to sneak a peek at something you shouldn't. Your eyes betray you. In a small group where survival depended on mutual trust, individuals who were easy to read were easier to trust. If someone's eyes were impossible to track, you never knew, were they watching the horizon for danger? Or watching your back for a chance to strike? Opacity bred suspicion. Transparency bred cooperation. Over evolutionary time, selection may have favored more visible sclera as human cooperation became increasingly important. The dark-eyed poker face may have lost some of its advantage. The open book took over. But here's where it gets deeper. White eyes didn't just change how we look at each other. They changed how our brains process minds. When you see someone staring wide-eyed at a cave entrance, you don't need them to scream, "Monster." Your brain reads their gaze direction, mirrors their fear, and triggers your own fight or flight before a single word is spoken. White eyes turn the human gaze into a high-speed data cable, sharing mental states across an entire group instantly. Think about how bizarre this still is today. We wear sunglasses specifically because hiding our sclera makes us feel unreadable, powerful, detached. We call it poker facing, briefly reverting to ancient primate concealment. When someone won't make eye contact, we instinctively feel uneasy. When someone's eyes dart around, we suspect panic or deception. We spend billions on mascara, eyeliner, ring lights, all designed to make our gaze even more visible, more magnetic. An evolutionary trade-off that started as a silent hunting tool on the Pleistocene savanna is now the foundation of romance, cinema, public speaking, political charisma. We gave up our camouflage. We made ourselves vulnerable to every predator in the prehistoric wild. And in exchange, we gained an extraordinary ability to read each other's attention and intentions. The next time you lock eyes with a stranger across a crowded room, remember, you aren't just looking at them. You're using a biological anomaly, a bizarre evolutionary gamble that stripped away our ancestral secrecy to instantly connect two human minds without saying a single word. The fire has changed locations many times since the savannah. The threats around us are different now. But every time you look into someone's eyes, you're staring into the same ancient, white-framed window that became part of what made us human. If you found this human mystery fascinating, subscribe to ConundrumX. There are still countless hidden stories written directly onto the human body. And we're just getting started.